there was a boy named Rahat. Everyone thought he was weak. In class, he was quiet and often overlooked. His friends rarely paid attention to him, and even his teachers would say things like, "You're not trying hard enough. You won't achieve anything." Every day, he would come home and stare at himself in the mirror, asking quietly, "Am I really this worthless?" Rahat felt like the world was against him. Everywhere he looked, he saw people moving ahead, starting businesses, getting scholarships, winning competitions, and he felt stuck in the same place. Every night, he would scroll through social media, seeing his peers' accomplishments, feeling smaller and smaller with every post. Deep inside, a voice whispered, "I'll never be like them." One evening, after a particularly difficult day, Rahat sat alone on the rooftop of his building. The city lights blurred in the distance, and the weight of his failures pressed heavily on his shoulders. He thought about giving up. He thought about walking away from his dreams, telling himself, "Maybe I'm not meant for success. Maybe I'm just weak." Then, something unexpected happened. An elderly man, a neighbor who rarely spoke, appeared beside him. He looked at Rahat and said gently, "Do you know how diamonds are made?" Rahat shook his head, confused. "They are buried under immense pressure, hidden for years, before they finally shine. You are like that diamond. Your struggles are not breaking you, they are shaping you." Those words struck Rahat deeply. For the first time, he saw his struggles not as obstacles, but as preparation. He realized that his weakness could become his strength if he chose to face it, rather than run from it. That night, Rahat made a decision. He would no longer measure his worth by other people's achievements. He would focus on his own growth, step by step. He began with small habits. Every morning, he woke up early and ran, even when it was cold or rainy. He set aside an hour each day to study beyond what was required in class, and he started a small personal project, something he could work on quietly, without anyone noticing. At first, it was hard. Every day felt like a battle against his old doubts. But each small victory, finishing a chapter, coding a feature, running an extra mile, added a little more confidence. Months passed. Rahat began to notice subtle changes. His posture was straighter. His voice was stronger. He started participating in class discussions, asking questions, sharing ideas. His classmates began noticing. One day, a peer approached him and said, "Rahat, how do you stay so disciplined? I wish I had your focus." Rahat smiled quietly, realizing that true progress wasn't about proving anyone wrong. It was about proving to himself that he could keep moving forward, no matter how slow the pace. By the end of the year, Rahat had built a small portfolio of projects. One of them got featured in a local exhibition, and suddenly, the quiet boy no one noticed was receiving attention for his work. But the most important change wasn't the recognition, it was the person Rahat had become. He had learned to trust his own journey, to value his effort over comparison, and to find strength in his struggles. Rahat's story teaches a simple but powerful lesson. You, Dante, have to be the fastest or the loudest. You just have to keep going. You have to take small steps every day, trusting that they will accumulate into something great. Life doesn't give shortcuts. It doesn't reward those who compare themselves to others. It rewards those who commit, who endure, who focus on their own path. Years later, when people asked Rahat how he transformed from the quiet, overlooked boy into a confident young man, he would smile and say, "I stopped comparing myself to others. I focused on my own growth, and I let my struggles shape me." That's all it takes. No matter where you are today, whether you feel invisible, weak, or behind, remember this: the journey is yours. Every challenge you face is not a signal to give up, but an opportunity to grow. Your strength lies not in avoiding struggle, but in using it to fuel your progress. Don't let fear of failure or comparison steal your dreams. Keep taking steps, keep learning, keep believing. One day the world will notice, but more importantly, you will notice yourself.